We're now joined by aviation expert Mark Weiss, joining us from Potomac in Maryland. Welcome to the programme. Mark, what do you make of this compensation? Does it go far enough?
Well, when you talk about does it go far enough, if you ask the families of those that were killed on these tragic accidents, the answer certainly is going to be no. When you talk to Boeing, they're going to say, look, we made a mistake. We're trying to correct it. This is how we can feel better about putting our product out there for the traveling public. So it's going to be a mixed message.
But you call it, a mistake, but they lied. This is really, really big. And just, looking at that statement from the US Department of Justice, they talk about exposing fraudulent and deceptive conduct by employees of one of the world's leading commercial airplane manufacturers. That is very significant, is it not?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can't defend an indefensible position. Let's be honest. And this has been going on for years, and whether it's going on with other aircraft manufacturers or not, it sends a very, very clear signal that those days of pat on the back, turn the other cheek, turn your eyes somewhere else, let's get this out, profits over safety. Hopefully those days are behind us. But you do have to keep in mind that for decades, literally decades, safety was spelled with a $sign, not with an S. So hopefully that's behind us.
And the big question is, can passengers, can pilots, can they trust Boeing again?
Well, let me put myself in the seat of a captain of a 737, and I had flown that aircraft. I know that the training that's now going to be required, at least here in the United States and in most major countries around the world, is going to have to conform to much higher standards because of pressure, not just from the FAA, but other regulatory agencies around the globe, or from pilots' unions themselves. I mean, think about this. When I would go to work, I want to come home just as much as I want my passengers to come home. So I would certainly myself get on an airplane today if I had now gone through the appropriate training and the testing procedures that are now being complied with.
And would you fly or get on a 737 MAX tomorrow?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know the level of training that's required, at least with my company, and I assume that at least in most Western countries and countries in the Middle East and Africa even, that the training is going to be comparable to what you would get here. They've changed the training curriculum now to conform to levels of standards that are higher than they were before. And what you're going to see is everybody globally is now going to be trained to a greater standard, a greater level of efficiency and understanding that you've ever seen before. And it's going to be continuing on an ongoing basis. And moving forward, when new aircraft come out, they're going to be certificated differently. And the training is going to be based now upon what has come from the MAX deficiencies.
Mark Weiss, aviation expert, thank you very much indeed for speaking to us today on TRT World.